Live. What's up?
All right.
What's up, Chaos Crew? Welcome to the closing bell, as we've branded it now. For those of you who are newer, first of all, welcome. We're happy that you're here. We're getting so close to that 1,000 member mark, and so now you are privy to the private live stream. So we've been trying new things, and this is still a bit of an experiment just to see how well it continues to roll. But during our normal live streams, we then basically cut it a little short so that we can just be with our Chaos Crew members from 3:30 p.m. Eastern time through the closing bell. If there's any earnings that we want to look at, we'll definitely look at those. But then we also use this as a time just to kind of answer any of your questions too. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, and as we're talking, sorry, I'm just wrapping up the email. I'm going to shoot the email out for the people on our mailing list, so they have the link. Am I too close? I feel like I'm really.
You're really close, but that's because your angle's different than what it was in the other live stream.
Oh, okay. I'll just move it back a little bit.
We're getting to know you up close and personal.
Yeah, exactly. So what's going on, people? I'm excited for 1,000, man, and it's also good to see this mailing list grow and see. I mean, pretty much, it's nice to see everything grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're coming up on 40,000 subscribers too, which is crazy to me. I mean, I never really thought that I would. You know, we built a channel that would get to that point. You know, so it's awesome.
Yeah. It is crazy. Like we're talking about 1,000 and 40,000, and it's crazy to think that maybe one day, if we're fortunate enough, it'll be like 100,000 and 2,500 members and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say what's up to some people who we got in the house. C Buck, what's up? C Buck, Prime Time. Shane, Jeff Chow, you're a rock star, Jeff. Primetime said my son plays travel soccer. He's 8 and a rock star on his team. Yo, man, you got your son buying stocks or what? You got your son in the stock game? Mini Zoom would be disappointed if you don't.
Yeah, gotta hop on that Mini Zoom train, get on that level.
Anyone else having trouble? PR, the taxation video, it's updated now. Try it again now. I don't know when you tried it, but there was an issue with the link. I resubmitted the link.
I shot a link into the chat too.
It should work now. So yeah, let me know if there's still an issue. I'll go back in. No music this time. Lens Photo, what's going on? Penn and Etsy both reaching all-time highs today. You are welcome for the recommendation. Yeah, Etsy went off. We didn't talk about that.
We did not, but yeah, Etsy. I mean, all of e-commerce, not named Amazon, went off today. Shopify went off. eBay even took off today, but for some reason, Amazon's still just hanging out.
I added to Amazon actually during our stream.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw it moving. I was like, okay, maybe this is it. It's so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I believe in it. I'm confident.
Oh yeah, my God, yeah.
I got all the time in the world, but I don't think we do. We said this before about Shopify. We don't do Shopify justice. And I feel like we need to do Shopify more justice.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So guys, here's how it's going to work. You will just ask your questions and we'll answer them. Try to give us some context why you're looking at something. If you're in it, where you got in at. Well, you know, our real goal is to teach you how to fish. So we're here to kind of help you along the way, but our hope is that you guys use us more to double check or as a second opinion. We don't want to be your actual opinion. Is Lululemon's earnings tomorrow? I didn't even realize that.
Are they?
I didn't
catch that. I didn't catch that. Hold on, let me double check. I'll pull it up real quick. I don't see that. It's not. I mean, Asana, RH, Adobe, Campbell's is tomorrow. So if somebody asking about Campbell's, we can certainly talk about that. I don't see Lulu on here at all.
Okay.
The whole week.
Huh.
But, you know, it's earnings whispers. Sometimes they're missing some stuff, but it's rare, but sometimes they do.
Let me see if TradingView has the date. So no, they just had earnings, not just.
Like a month and a half ago or so, right? Oh no, here it is.
Sorry.
Here it is. I'm sorry. Lululemon with Costco on Thursday. It's such in tiny fine print, but yeah, Thursday after hours.
All right. So what are we expecting?
I don't know. I didn't even know they had earnings. I'm sure they do well. We've talked about how, Peloton has been, is going to continue to roll, and demand there has just been honestly a challenge for Peloton. And I would imagine that that demand is still just as strong with Lululemon. After all, MiniZoom just bought some for her birthday. So,
hey, listen, if you ask me, I think it was a bad spot to get in, but what do I know?
But also keep in mind, Lululemon now has acquired Mirror, which, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily would be a competitor to Peloton because it's just a Mirror. They have other fitness, content, that doesn't involve a bike. I don't know. I don't think there's direct competition there, even though there could be some. But I think just the fact that you have Mirror as another at-home workout, tool, whatever you want to call it, I think is going to do really well for Lululemon. I think they probably end up doing pretty well.
Yeah. So earnings per share estimates are 86 cents. Last earnings they beat. They reported 74 cents a share. The estimates were 56. However, they might bust $1 a share because last earnings was September. So that would have been end of August.
Yeah.
So June, July, August. So I don't know if they were necessarily in full swing of e-commerce. Yeah, Mark, I think this is going to be an ass whooping.
I think it could be. I mean, I'm looking at the chart here. You could see this down at on a daily down at like 359 as a potential support. But it does look like that MiniZoom might be slightly red on this thing. But I mean, I think that they probably end up doing well. I think it's actually probably encouraging to see that this is kind of selling off leading up to earnings day. If this stays down, it would definitely be a buy going into earnings, I think.
Yeah, and the other thing is about Lululemon and companies like that is their clothing is what people are buying right now.
Yeah.
You're not buying business casual or suits. They want
to be comfy at home, man.
Yeah, comfy at home, and like it's a little bit nicer so you can wear it out, but you can wear it to your Zoom calls or whatever.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I think they see great demand. I expect the beat of over $1. So we'll see. We'll definitely be talking about that. Is there a show on CNBC called Closing Bell Ask Ema? I'm sure there is.
Probably. I didn't know. I don't know.
Nancy Faye, thoughts on Campbell Soup earnings tomorrow? Not sure.
Yep, sure is on CNBC.
CPB.
Wilfred Frost, Sarah Eisen anchors on the Closing Bell.
Same thing. I mean, this is like, to me, this is like the McCormick. This is, they benefit. Campbell benefits. They should beat. It looks like they consistently beat. They got a pretty high number, 91 cents per share, which would be their highest number since 2017. But they look like they consistently predict good guidance. So I would feel good about Campbell's Soup.
Yeah, my brother-in-law works for Campbell's, and he said they're swamped. Said that they're having crazy sales. So obviously I'm not going to ask him what it would be like. He's not that deep into it, but just given what he's talked about it, and this is just another stay-at-home type of deal. So I think they crush it. They crushed it last time. They should crush it this time again.
Yeah. So I think question about AutoZone team coaching. What's going on, man? Thanks for I don't know if you saw my note, but thanks for the member video idea. Your video's up. I believe you did the valuation. It was valuation or taxation, one of them, but there's a question about AutoZone. Thinking about a starter position, but it's not a dividend stock. So I need to make sure it's near the bottom to swing it. Brad, I don't know what you think, but this looks like it's in potential watch list category territory.
It really is. I mean, they crushed earnings. I don't know what was in the actual report that, I don't know. I don't understand why this is selling off, but it seems to me that this is getting to buy zone. 1081 looks to be about an area for support. It's sitting at 1097. It did come down to 1081 at one point this morning. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it seems like it's a buy to me.
Team, I don't know why this stands out to me, but I'm just curious, and it's more of a rhetorical question, but you said thinking about a starter position, which I think this is a great starter position opportunity, but then you said, but it's not a dividend stock, so I need to make sure it's near the bottom so I can swing it. I'm just rhetorically, I'm questioning what is in your thought process that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by it's not a dividend stock? Just curious, just something to think about. The fact that companies don't give dividends isn't necessarily a bad thing. And oftentimes it's actually a good thing when a company is not giving dividends.
Yep.
In certain cases. Gabriel got some juice out of Penn. Penn Mamma Mia. Good job. What's up, Rudy? What's up, Garcia? Eric Scarl, what's going on? Mesa has earnings Wednesday. Do you think it'll beat?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I know that it's been going off like crazy. I don't think that they have good earnings. This is the thing about the airlines, guys. They're still in shambles. It's going to be a long time before airlines come back. It's encouraging to see that, we're starting to slightly see some demand. You want an airliner and you want one that's cheaper than like a Southwest or Delta. I get that. Go after something like JetBlue though, something or Spirit Airlines, something that's got a better balance sheet, better fundamentals than something like Mesa does. Could it go up? Maybe, but I wouldn't want to be a part of that. It's too tiny.
Yeah, that's what she said. So Vinay, next question was, do you like GameStop or wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole?
Jesus Christ. Which one is it?
GameStop.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch GameStop.
Speaking of game stocks, Zynga, beautiful baby.
No.
I think it's up for me, maybe 12%.
Yeah, so we got in this, what, like 780 something? 780s?
790.
790.
So I'm up 11%. Okay. I'm up 11%. Yeah.
Still looks good. I mean, it just touched $9 a share yesterday.
Yeah. Sean, what's up, fellas? Just took 7K profits from Penn. Good on you. Still sitting on
boom
858 shares for the ride. We'll send a donation to the website.
Holy shit. Here you go.
Yeah, if you go to onlychaos.com, there's a donation tab. You can click right there. But yeah, we appreciate all the support.
Absolutely.
And I love seeing these wins.
Everything goes to building a studio, guys. So if you guys do want to donate, we always say that, we don't try to like bitch about YouTube donations, but YouTube does take half of your donations if you donate through YouTube. So if you do want to donate to us, you want to make sure we get all of it, go to onlychaos.com and do it there.
I want to tell you a really funny story about Penn. So remember we were talking about CJ earlier?
Yeah.
He texted me after our live stream and he's like, he's prototypical, like doesn't want to learn stocks, but just wants to get in stocks.
Wants somebody to tell him what to do.
He doesn't even want you to tell him what to do. He just wants to like cherry pick things.
Yeah.
He texted me at 3:04 p.m. said, "How do you feel about Penn Gaming?" And I said, "Did you watch the live stream?" I'm like, I basically said, "Bro, just give it a minute. Where have you been?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I already put $500 towards it. Just wanted your thoughts." I was like, "Whatever, dude." He bought it after it ran up today.
That's crazy.
Just classic.
What? Yeah. Typical beginner FOMO.
Exactly. Greg Holden.
Claudia, to be perfectly transparent and honest with you, the subscriptions YouTube takes 30% of. So 50% just for donations, and then they also take 30% of the Chaos Crew memberships. So full disclosure, we're actually thinking about alternatives to the YouTube thing. And that's kind of what we've been building the Chaos Crew and Stockwatch Sunday websites for. Still haven't quite figured it all out, but you know, we think eventually we're going to end up pivoting, and we're hoping that we can still maintain the community without and having it being a flawless transition. That's the big challenging part.
Yeah, I mean, if you went to onlychaos.com, you can actually pay for level 1, level 2, level 3, and it's going to look this, and it's the same price, the same.
Yeah.
The only real difference is you're going to get your notifications through our mailing list, through the email, and also you don't get the bears, which actually, like, I'm bummed about.
Yeah.
But really the plan is to launch the transition. We'll probably keep level 1 on YouTube so we can keep the bears. And then level 2 and level 3 will be on the website. But like, we already have some people who've paid through the website already. But we'll announce that when that happens. We're also looking at additional value. So we've been working on potentially a Discord for the Chaos Crew. And we've been talking about the alert system. I imagine all that's going to launch at the beginning of the year. And we're probably most likely we're going to raise the price for level 2, but what we'll do is we'll grandfather you in. So we'll give you like a certain amount of time to keep it at the same price. And as long as you transfer to the website, the current price stays, you'll get grandfathered in. So we want to make sure we do this the right way. We also want to make sure with all the extra work and all the extra value, like, we're also not doing ourselves an injustice,
Right.
But we do want to make it fair, and it's not about making a ton of money off of you guys, but it's just about making sure the value is reflected, the price is reflective of the value we're providing.
Yeah.
Yes,
speaking of it, we're keeping the bears, so don't worry. We're keeping the bears. The level 1's going to stay here, but yeah, we don't want to get rid of those.
Although I have only been a member for a short time, I want to thank you guys for being both professional and entertaining. Taxation video works fine. Thanks, PR.
Appreciate that, bro.
You mean professional as in saying that's what she said?
and talking about boner candles and shit?
Doozy82 said, sold Asana $25 puts. Is that a good entry to the stock?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd be bearish on Asana. We just talked about this. I ended up getting a starter position in Asana, and so did Fat Man Zoom. We're starting to look at this more and more, and we actually planned on talking about Asana a little bit today. But we think that there's some big things coming for Asana. We went and compared it to ticker symbol TEAM, which is Trello, if you guys are familiar with Trello. And the market caps are massively different, and a team is a larger company. We looked at revenue and fundamentals and all that stuff. They do bring in more money, but the thing of it is that Asana is quickly and rapidly taking up market share, and so we feel as if Asana could really start to make some strong moves in the not so distant future. So we wanted to make sure that we're really starting to get a starter position and work our way into building a full size position on Asana, because I do think that 2021 could be huge for Asana, especially as more people start to accept the fact that remote work's not going anywhere, regardless of a vaccine.
Yeah. Garcia family, can you do a video on the types of accounts to have for your kids? I have a 4 and 5 and thinking about getting an index fund for them. Maybe that's in mini Zoom video.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about that for mini Zoom.
529s are good too.
Can you just message, go to onlychaos.com, click ask a question, and if you want to give that idea in there, that way I have that in my inbox.
Boner candles on Pornhub.
Thoughts on space? It's had a decent run up. I've been in it for a while. You think it goes higher?
On what? Well, SPCE?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's been up with this thing. If you want to talk about something that's super speculative, and we're in the middle of a pandemic, and this thing just continues to go off. I am not going to sit here and tell you that not to buy it. What was the question? That he's in it and looking to sell, or wants to know if you should buy it?
He's been in it for a while.
Okay. My hunch is that if you've been in it for a while, you've probably been in it at least under $20 a share. If you're in it under 20 and you haven't sold anything, and if it were me that was in this, I would have to say that it would be in my best interest to probably at least trim some off because I just don't understand how this continues to roll like this. It's crazy to me.
Michael McGovern, have you looked into NNDM? Kathy Wood has been buying it up, and it's been cruising upward on the 1 hour chart.
Yeah, this is also a Meet Kevin special too. I think this is probably one that continues to roll. And I said that earlier on when this was down here in the low $3 range, but I also said to be careful because it is a penny stock. And we keep trying to encourage you guys that just because Kathy Wood buys it doesn't mean that you should. I mean, it's right up there when we talk about Warren Buffett getting into stuff. And it's like, you know, if your convictions are different than Warren Buffett's or your time horizons and risk tolerances are different than his, then you're not going to be able to make similar trades and feel good about it. Something like Kathy Wood, I mean, really, they get into stuff that is disruptive, but also extremely volatile. So Nano Dimension could definitely be a good one to get into. Obviously, Kathy Wood has done really well with Tesla, some of the other larger ones too. But, you know, it's a risk. It's already gone up 100% over the last couple of weeks. So just be careful with it.
All right. Todd Landon, what's going on? Can you check in on Chewy and GME earnings while we BS?
Yeah. Chewy earnings are today after hours. I don't remember what the numbers were on there. I actually thought about putting this on Stockwatch Sunday. They've actually started to figure out how to differentiate themselves from Amazon. Because my biggest concern with them was that, you know, they were going to have some issues trying to compete with them because it seemed as if that was what was happening. You know, Amazon's moving in their territory, and how is Chewy going to be able to carve out their own market share? And they started to really develop that when it comes to just personalizing orders and stuff like that, among all kinds of other things. I think they probably do end up breaking or beating earnings this time around. I've always loved them since their IPO. But yeah, I think they do really well today. I'm a little discouraged that this is moving up just before earnings, so I'll probably wait till after earnings to see what happens.
Patson Makava, I'm still basking in the glory of my biggest win, thanks to you guys. 8,500 on Spirit Aerosystems.
Boom!
Damn. That's awesome. I
love
it. I love your wins almost as much as I love my wins.
I know, man. And you can ask Fat Man Zoom this. Like, I will like jump up and down and I'll go crazy over somebody else winning all the time. We had somebody in our mentorship who recorded their fifth $20,000 day in a row. So they made $100,000 in the last 5 trading days, and I was just absolutely blown away. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I actually ended up sharing it there. So go check it out. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. You know, we talk about impacting lives, and sometimes I don't think we realize just how much that we have an influence or impact, and it's awesome. It's a great feeling.
Handy ma'am, can you give me the ticker for that? There's 2 ticker options for Bluebird. Gabriel, I have Best Buy, MGM, Pfizer, Home Depot as vaccine winners. What do you think?
What was the tickers again?
Best Buy, MGM, Pfizer, and Home Depot.
I like all of them. You know what's been really frustrating has been Best Buy. Nothing but going straight down. It's finally feels as if it's having its first actual green day in the last 2 weeks. We could be starting to see a bottom support here for Best Buy. So if you're looking for a potential area to enter, get a starter, or maybe even add to your position, this might be a good spot for it. Makes no sense.
Kevin, I think we answered your question regarding AutoZone. I'm glad you're making good profits. And yes, it is a good dip opportunity. Nancy Fahey, what do you want for Christmas? Son. Oh, so she says, what do you want for Christmas? Son says PlayStation 5. Daughter, iPod. Me, OTC original shirt.
That's awesome.
Guys, I'm getting really frustrated about these candles because I'm trying to get these done, and apparently the candle man is like swamped and I can't get a hold of him. So we want to start doing some merch too, and I want to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Boner candles. They need to be, the people have spoken. They want them.
We got the flasks and the tumblers too that we could potentially
we could do
start
that.
Selling.
We can definitely do that. Let us know if you guys are interested in flasks or tumblers. Anton, what's up? Is it going to be a pull down on the market beginning of January because people didn't want to sell before January to avoid paying taxes this April?
Yeah. So actually, Batman Zoom asked me about this yesterday. Typically, historically, you do see a little bit of a sell off into the first couple of weeks of January. It's just part of it. You know, you see a Santa Claus rally in December, and then everybody takes profit in January, and then it kind of just everything is rinse and repeat. So I'm not necessarily sure it's because of tax purposes. We usually end up seeing a sell off start at the end of December because everybody wants to get their write offs in before the end of the year. So that's probably the main reason, not necessarily for anything else.
All right. Vinay, what's up, man? Do you guys like East, EAST, East Side Distilling, long term, maybe a couple quarters?
East Side is $1.45. I don't know, man. I'm not crazy about it. 4.5 million in revenue last time around. Quarter before that, 4 million. So some decent growth, I guess. Obviously, it's super risky because it's $1.45, and there's a reason it's all the way down here. But they're not even close to being operating above, getting to profitability. So it's a long road for them. But if you got the time and patience, then looks to be pretty decent.
Gabriel's crushing it on Fastly. Nice work.
Yeah, that thing went the hell off.
God, would you say the
$98
support was for Best Buy?
Like around 103, 102.
Okay, cool. Shane Van Nest, R. Evans, you're welcome. Shane, do you guys plan on doing more than just Tuesday, Thursday live? I need more chaos throughout the week.
I know. Somebody else said that we have that talk show radio vibe.
Yeah, we do it every morning, 9 a.m.
We do it every morning, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So it's tough. We've talked about it a lot about, we have no idea if we end up turning this into a daily thing or not, but we've thrown out all kinds of ideas. You guys should hear the conversations we have about ideas we're always tossing around. So who knows? I won't say no.
Primetime DJs. Hey, Brad, a few days ago, remember a friend of mine said WRTH was looking to acquire DoorDash. It was the other way around. Potentially DoorDash might be in talks with WTRH, which is up 2% today.
WTRH? What is that?
Mm-hmm. WRTH.
Waiter Holdings. Oh, yeah. I remember looking this one up. Yeah, obviously it's done really well. Actually, since earnings, has continued to have really good steady moves up. I would say right now, if it gets up over 413, 415, probably see a nice little continuation there. But if you're looking for a dip grab, right now it looks like it's in the middle of a bull move. So I'm not sure you get much of one. But if you do get an opportunity to get down below 390, it's probably going to be a good grab there.
R. Evans, you're not going to be on my shit list, man. There's just not much to say about Rocket. I mean, it's the same thing. It makes these runs and it's got this channel. I mean, if anything, it's kind of promising that it stays in between here. We're just waiting long term. So damn, YouTube had to close. Oh, Christian Smith just joined the mentorships. Well, we'll see you there. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prime Time says Rocket looks to be forming an inverted head and shoulders. As a breakout coming soon. Might see $25 real soon. I sure hope so.
I know that there was a lot of options activity. So of like, options that are expiring at $27 pretty soon. So maybe that's why we're starting to see a push on this, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm waiting for $24 and above.
Colin Porter, I have a put on Nikola for this Friday. Do you guys think I should hold on in case it drops more or sell it now?
Well, taking profit never hurt anybody. Yeah. I don't know where your strike price is at or where it expires at, but it's always been my opinion that this thing's going to zero, but we'll see.
Stuart Castro said that AutoZone it thinks it missed revenue slightly and didn't give guidance. So that may be why there's a little bit of a pullback.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as we're concerned, the demand for vehicles and even used vehicles is so high that I don't know how you don't buy AutoZone.
Yeah. Danny Daniel, a while back, you guys mentioned Rite Aid, RAD. I bought it.
Let's
held
freaking
it,
go, bro.
but apparently not long enough. It's been rolling. Hey, but you were green.
Yeah.
You were green.
We said this was a buy under, was it under 10 or under $9? We said this is a buy.
Man, I don't even remember. I could tell you the date we put it on the watch list.
We had it on the watch list and said it was a buy after earnings, and there were some weird issues with debt that they had to work through, and we were like, man, this seems too cheap. And now it's gone up 100% since then. So what an incredible move from Rite Aid. Rite Aid and CVS have been fire ever since we've been talking about them.
So on September 25th, we said if it gets below 10, we're going to be getting into it.
Yeah.
And then we had it on subsequent watch lists. Yeah, we just said on the 20. Yeah. Basically that week, like for 3 days, the 25th to the 28th, we said get in under 10.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Somebody's balls deep in Rad. Vinay's balls deep in Rocket. Sorry, Rocket. My bad.
You're getting your balls. You might be a little uncomfortable at this point.
Team coaching. So my question about dividends, I don't mind taking starters on dividend stocks because if it goes south, I just wait it out. I'm in Costco, Best Buy, Home Depot last week because of that. But when no dividend, no.
Gotcha.
When no dividend, you just have to wait it out to make any money. Yeah. Erica Marie, is there a good stock that's been beaten down and doesn't deserve to be there other than Amazon or Rocket?
Best Buy. We just talked about it. I think it's ridiculous the way that this is still sold off.
Yes. I mean, I still think that Spirit Aerosystem falls under that.
Yeah.
You know, it's been on the run up.
It's at least been making moves up, but yeah, I would agree with that too. There's still plenty of time to get in Spirit.
Limitless combo. I remember the stream where a bunch of us got into Zynga. Yes, I remember that one too. Very fine day. Adam, Penn with the super boners today.
Oh my God. Penn's freaking crazy. I can't believe it stopped out. I had to stop at 78 and still hasn't stopped out.
Oh, Jonathan just missed the Stitch Fix.
That sucks. Is it still over 50 today? What a monster. 49. Yeah, I got up to 54.94 today.
Man.
If you guys don't know, I mean, I know that I have some longtime followers in here, but I said that Stitch Fix back in April was one of the most underrated stocks. It was Stitch Fix, MGM, and Williams Sonoma. They've all done extremely well, but Stitch Fix is one that has done 300% moves now since then. So, insane move.
Ema said, create an alert service, charge $49.99. Private Twitter and Discord.
I mean, hey, that's kind of what we do with the mentorship, but we need to just do a better job at organizing it, I think.
Yeah. Jeff Chow, level 3 is just the mentorship. I said level 3, but it's just the mentorship.
Yeah.
Vinay, I already have Fat Man Zoom and Brad with notification on Twitter. Vinay's active on that Twitter. If you want to follow us, Brad's at Own the Chaos and I'm at Fat Man Zoom. Very easy.
Yeah, he is.
We should make our own app. I think I see us eventually having an app in the future.
That would be cool. Market's closed. Do we have? I'll pull up Campbell's. Is there any other noteworthy earnings?
When was Lululemon's tomorrow? Is that what we said?
Thursday.
I don't remember.
I'll pull it up.
Muhammad, my bad. I totally didn't think about
Campbell's is
access to the portfolio. If you're in level 2, right? Portfolio is level 2.
Portfolio is level 2, but I can show you guys now just to give you a perspective of what's going on. So I just wanted to check in on Chewy. Chewy's looking good after hours. They might have just beat. So today's earnings are Chewy, GameStop, and there are a couple of no names, but GameStop and Chewy looks like to be the two that could be popping off here. So level 2 gives sent out a post after hours, after the day closed, just to kind of let you guys know what changes I made, that sort of thing, and keep you up with the portfolio. Right now, and I can show you what it looks like. I started this account off with $5,000 the beginning of September. Since then, it's been outperforming the market, and the market's gone up 8.95% since. Right now, as it stands now after hours, 42% that this has moved up, 42% gains. You can tell that, well, you're probably asking yourself, well, you started out with 5,000. Now you have 16,000. That doesn't quite add up. It's the P&L is up 42%. I've been adding to this account each month. I take a percentage of this account and I take a percentage of YouTube revenue, put it into the account to kind of resemble what it would be like if I was still working a 9 to 5, kind of like you guys. So if you're still working a 9 to 5, I always encourage to continue adding to your account and building it that way instead of just starting off with a flat number and just assuming that you're just going to build it from there. So, that is how I take this approach, but nevertheless, we're still outperforming the market 42% to 10% or 8%. So you guys want to be a part of that, just go and join level 2, and you can get access to this portfolio every day. I sent out a screenshot to you guys.
You guys are killing me with the Warren Buffett comments, 1 foot in the grave.
Oh, Jesus.
So Mohammed, you're in level 1, which you did through the site. You would have to go to the site and pay for level 2. You'd have to upgrade to level 2. What do you think of Bullish TV? What do you think of TMO as a long-term hold?
TMO?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Thermo Fisher. Yeah, I think Thermo Fisher is going to do really well. I think it's going to be a good vaccine play, honestly. It's sold off quite a bit today, but it should be a good vaccine play only because when you have the vaccine that needs to be stored under extreme temperatures, I believe it's something crazy like, I don't know, 84 degrees below 0 Celsius. So it's got to be, it's extreme cold temperatures. Thermo Fisher comes into play here because they have the equipment that can actually store the vaccine as it needs to be. So, and that's the Pfizer vaccine that I'm referring to. I think Moderna's is a little bit less than that. We still haven't heard from many of the others, but yeah, Thermo Fisher should become really useful here as far as the vaccine play is concerned.
What Michael McGovern, what is the best way to buy Airbnb as soon as it's available? Is there a notification for when I can place the intent to order?
It should be available to trade. You just have to watch it. It doesn't always, so it's going to be available to trade on Thursday. It doesn't always become available to trade right at 9:30. Sometimes it gives, it's about an hour or two after the open. So you just have to watch and see when it starts trading and make the move then, if you're really trying to get in as soon as it starts trading.
Twitter is probably your best bet for that.
Yeah. Or just be glued to your computer.
Yeah. Or just look at the chart.
Yeah.
R Tools, what's up? Hey guys, is Neo still an opportunity?
Well, it has come down to 46, came all the way down to 40. I actually said 40 would be a buy. I think this is certainly an opportunity. I'd still be careful with it. There's still a lot of question marks surrounding around Neo.
Okay, next question. Julio Cesar Lorenzo Bianchi. Guys, just like Spirit Aerosystem, isn't Raytheon undervalued and a great recovery name?
Yeah, I think so.
Also, if you haven't voted, go to the community tab in Stockwatch Sunday, community tab on YouTube. If you want to vote for the video for Wednesday, it looks like Recovery Stocks is going to be the video. But appreciate everybody who's been voting on those. Every Monday, I try to make a post with some ideas for videos. If you guys have ideas, put them in the comments. And then you guys vote on them and we film them on Wednesday. So we'll be filming that tomorrow.
I actually think that there's more upside for Spirit still, but Raytheon definitely has a lot of upside here.
Sean, hey guys, you've helped change my life in a huge amount as I'm starting from a young age and learning from you. Best YouTube channel by far. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate that, man.
Can I ask people how old they are? Can I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I want to know. I don't care.
You don't?
No, I said I do want to know.
Okay. Because we got Justin Toscano, who's the youngest.
Yeah, he's like 12, right? Yeah.
But I think we actually might have somebody else younger who's not Sean. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Ian Sambor, yeah, our tools UA's still a buy for us. Ian Sambor, are you familiar with HGBL? It's a business liquidation company doing well and seems equipped for what's to come, especially with raising funds for lending.
Yeah, maybe, but there's so many better plays than something that's trading all the way down here. It looks as if they had a tough go at it. And I mean, that's even before. I mean, they actually looked like they started to move really well before the pandemic. They've had some really strong days over the last week or so. It's tough. It's a tough decision. I think that the fact that this has moved already quite considerably over the last couple of days, I don't know if I'd want to chase it, but there's still plenty of upside. It looks like.
Chris Lav, do you ever buy stocks pre-market? Seems like I get FOMO, then buy up big pre-market for it only to pull back an hour after opening bell. Me personally, I have bought in pre-market. Very rarely will I buy pre-market, but I only do it when I feel really strongly about levels. So something like Peloton, I'll get pre-market because it'll have swings like that, and I know where the supports and resistances are. But it's got to be a stock I really, really know and feel confident in.
Yeah.
More often than not, I do not. I'll just wait till the open anyway. So that Bluebird stock was blue. So BLUE. It's down really low. Heard it could triple soon. Wanted to get you to look into it.
BLUE. Yikes. Well, it's continuing to come down here. I'm not sure I'd want to continue to buy something that just is still in a sea of red. It looks as if, though, there's definitely a support around 41.19, 41.20. So maybe look as that as a potential area for support. But I'm not sure I'd want to get into just yet until I see some actual buying come back to this.
JJ, what do you guys think of Kroger KR? It was beat down after earnings. Looks to be reversing. Oh, sorry. KR. I thought that was Kroger.
That's
Kroger.
Not
Kroger?
Yeah. That's Kroger.
You said it's a vaccine distribution play. It was just added to the top 10 e-commerce companies today.
Well, that's not it.
I think you might be thinking of something else. Let us know the ticker you're talking about, but we like Kroger.
Yeah. I like Kroger. I just, it's boring.
Yeah. Kroger is like a long-term investment account.
It's like buying Coke.
On the streets. Jordan Turner, are you still waiting for Spirit to go around 36.50? I'm waiting for a little pullback to enter.
Yeah, actually, I am still waiting for it to continue to pull back. It didn't get quite back up over 40. I actually ended up stopping out at 40, and it never came back. So it looks as if that stop was a good call. So looking at the chart here, it actually wanted to see if this comes back to around, that 36, 37 area. If it doesn't hold that, then I definitely will be scooping it back up in $34. But I'm hoping that it doesn't keep running. Hoping we see more of a pullback.
Primetime Brad question. I forgot, does our subscription auto renew? I paid a few months up front. That's a good question. The monthly auto renews. I don't know if the annual, or you know how they have the beta test of like you can pay for like 3 months chunks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that auto renews. I actually wouldn't be surprised.
It's supposed to.
I would imagine it doesn't auto renew.
It's supposed to auto renew.
Does that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wrong. I'm looking for a reason why we dropped 10 people.
we dropped like 20 people over the weekend, and then we dropped 10 people overnight. It's weird. We don't think that people are canceling. We think that there's like auto renewal issues, or like maybe people's cards are expiring or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because we lost 20, but we got them right back like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Anton, almost sold my Tesla yesterday at 649. Thank God I didn't. Brad and I have both trimmed. I actually did trim yesterday.
Yep.
I obviously this thing will still run up. I think it could get to 700. 650 was an interesting number. I think you guys need to realize if you're going to trim some, like, I don't think you just keep it all in. I know that's the common thing to do. But somebody's going to get stuck holding the bag.
Yeah.
It's just about where.
Yep.
But I still think it's got a run in it. And I made too much money to not trim a little bit, and I'm good with where I'm at, holding on there.
That's where I'm at. If you guys can see this position size that I'm in, I mean, it's not a ton, but I'm up 50% on Tesla. I've been trimming on my way up, and this is my strategy, right? You scale in and scale out. So I've been scaling out this whole entire run. You sell into the strength. So I'm up 50% on Tesla. That's insane. So, I mean, I had to take something off the table, but I'm still holding on to some because I do think that there's still potential for this to continue to roll.
NYC apartment, how much cash do you guys keep on the side? Me personally, obviously this number fluctuates, but I think a good number for me is 25%.
Yeah, same here. We both have the same feelings about that. I will admit that I am completely maxed out. I have everything, all of my money in the stocks right now because I feel as if we're still in a very much in a bull market. So I didn't want to be out of the money, and I really wanted to get in a Sonoplanter today. So I was hoping that it'd stop out of pen so I could take some profits on that, but it's still rolling.
Mick Baker, do you expect, what's up, Mick? I think you were the first ever Only Chaos membership on the site.
Yeah.
Do you expect to see CRM make a move this side of the year? I do. Yes. I do expect to see the move.
Yeah.
And I think that this Thursday is going to be interesting if that gets approved. And I think in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be some more clarity around the vaccine.
Yep.
So yeah, I still feel really strongly about Salesforce. To the moon. Do you guys have any videos on how to build a position? How much example, what percentage of your buying power is considered a starting position?
Yes, we actually have that in our Chaos Crew library.
Yeah, onlychaos.com. Scroll down. We have officially 12 videos. We just uploaded the one on yesterday, which was the valuation and stock price. Richard just sold Rad and took profits. Nice work. Neo got beaten down a bit, but seems to be headed back up. Well, we talked about that. Steve Kenny, hey guys, have you looked into VGAC at all? I think Richard Branson is the CEO.
VGAC.
Is that a SPAC? That's a SPAC.
That's a SPAC. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. No, I haven't looked into it. Just started trading this month.
And if it is Richard Branson, I mean, maybe this is Virgin Galactic Acquisition Corp.
Well, SPCE was a SPAC. So it wouldn't surprise.
Which is Virgin Galactic as well.
Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me. It looks as if that this is going to be something similar. So, no, I haven't looked into it. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I'll have to get back to you on that.
It is definitely a SPAC. And it is the Virgin Group acquisition.
Okay.
All right. Next we have, we only got a few more. Oh no, we don't have a few more. Damn. How much time we have?
About 10 minutes. Jake's hanging out. Jake, we'll get to you in 10 minutes, buddy.
Walter Maldonado, welcome. You joined the crew today.
Nice.
Cool to join. What do you guys think of SE three-headed e-commerce gaming monster? Should I still add more to it with all-time highs? I still see lots of upside.
I think there's definitely lots of upside here as well. I don't know. I wouldn't sell it. I think hanging into it makes a lot of sense.
So
God damn, Tesla's still rolling, bro.
Eric Scarl, what day is Airbnb's IPO? I've seen Wednesday and Thursday. It's on Thursday, Eric.
Yeah, so Wednesday is the IPO day, and then it actually becomes available to trade on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Funny pranks gone wrong. Do you guys use CFD trading or actually buy the stocks? How much percentage do you leave for wiggle room for red days? It's the same answer for me. I don't know what CFD trading is.
Contracts for difference. So no, we trade just regular old shares straight up.
Be kind. How about a quick refresher on the wash ruling?
Yeah, so a wash sale is that if you sell something for a loss, you can't buy it back in within 30 days.
Yeah. So it's basically the people that are trying to game the system.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're trying to, at the end of the tax year, you guys are trying to sell out of some stocks on losses, just know you can't get back into it. Otherwise, if you get back into it, the IRS will look at it as all the same play.
Yes.
Camilo, what's up, Brad? Man, can you guys give us entry points and maximum you spend in Airbnb on Thursday? What's fair value?
If you're going to buy Airbnb on Thursday, it needs to be fuck it money. You know what I mean? It's literally what it needs to be. It just needs to be money that you just are okay with blowing, you know, because at the end of the day, if you're buying on IPO day, you're gambling. That's essentially what it is. And that's
what are all these numbers?
What numbers?
People put in numbers.
Yeah, because you asked for age and everybody threw the numbers up. Threw their age.
Oh, that's their age.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Nice. Sean 16. All right. That's what I like. That's what I like.
I saw somebody said 11 years, 9 months.
I didn't see that. Where is that?
James McCrea, I think. He's a bull.
James McCrea is 11 years old?
No way.
Sounds like my dad's name. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Sorry for cursing. Oh, man. Brad, don't sleep on Helion. They're not a Nikola company. The hype will come back.
Who's that? Primetime DJs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, bro. Listen, I'm not sleeping on it. I just, you know, if I'm trying to buy the next Tesla, I'm buying Tesla, bruh.
All right, good. We skipped all those. Damn, I did buy a Chewy, Ion SE, Krieger C. So the Kroger CEO commented they would use their pharmacies to help distribute vaccines. And that PR about the top ER company dropped this afternoon.
Interesting. Did not hear about that. But either way, we like Kroger for a long-term play. It's super boring.
Sean said, guys, how many hours a week do you guys work?
I start working the minute I wake up, which is, you know, 6:37. And I usually don't actually stop until I go to sleep. To a certain degree, at some point throughout the entire day, I'm working.
Yeah. If this is just a general work question, or you just mean trading, but if you're saying just generally work, we do things outside of just the trading. Sorry, I got to look at the camera. We do things outside of the trading and the channel from a business perspective. And I also have another business, but yeah, I think I speak for us both where we just really enjoy what we do. And I don't really count the hours, but we both take off Saturday. And I try to have a couple days in the evenings where I just totally free up.
Yep.
Steve Kenny, can't we get into Airbnb early by buying the SPAC? It's under PSTH. I think that's something else.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think the only way that you're able to
are different.
The only way that you're able to get in is if you're like a super host.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's probably something else. I mean, that's PSTH is a SPAC, but I don't know if that's actually Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like To the Moon said it's SPAC and they don't know who they're acquiring. All right. Am I the only one that can't see the ticker symbols on your account? They come in blurry. They look fine on my screen. This is a good question because I'm actually curious about this. I feel like I see all these SPACs that are around this $10 level, and it seems that they stay right around the $10 level.
Yeah.
I know, like, in theory, that's not necessarily true, but I see it all the time. So Ema's questions along those lines, like, isn't a SPAC, and Ema uses VJAC, a safe play at this level because they rarely fall below $10. I own warrants and up 30%.
I honestly haven't tested that theory, so I don't know if I can speak to that.
Because the one I wanted to, and I'm kind of pissed about IPOC. So IPOB was Open Door, and then IPOC is supposed to be the SPAC for the Google Health Ventures, which is at the beginning of the year. And I felt that way around 10. I was like, man, I really want to get into 10, but like, why am I getting into a SPAC? But I think also IPOC moves with IPOB just because. So I didn't know, but IPOB, it was, or IPOC, I'm sorry, IPOC was the same thing. It was around 10, which is, I guess, essentially the capital they put into it when it launches on the market. So it typically stays around there. That's what I was seeing.
That makes sense, I guess. So then in that sense, then maybe, sitting.
We gotta definitely test that theory.
Yeah. I was just looking I pulled up Fisker to see if it did the same thing. Fisker came down to $8, but maybe.
I wonder if
it's very
depends
interesting.
on where it enters the market.
It's very interesting.
What do you think banks will do next year? Christina G, what's going on?
I don't think banks are going to do much. I mean, there's so many other better opportunities to make money than putting it in a bank. Thanks,
Anton, Brad, you have so much experience with penny stocks. Don't you want to give us one every week?
I can start to work that in. Maybe part of the watch list is that I just give you a bonus penny stock and let you know that, if you want to gamble your life away, then this could be one to gamble on.
To the moon. You can email me. Go to, you're having trouble logging into the website. You can email me. I'll put it in. It's team@WeTradeHQ.com. All right. Yes, Tesla is up after hours for sure.
Looks good.
All right. We're coming down the home stretch. Hey guys, do you think, yes, we think Best Buy will reverse. We like Best Buy.
Yes.
Darren, blah. Yep, you're a green bull. I love seeing these. I'm glad we're seeing more green bulls.
Me too. It's awesome. That means that you guys have been this dedicated for 6 months, and we appreciate that.
Ema said, to my understanding, the people invested before the SPAC goes public can redeem their shares for $10 at any time, so it creates a solid support level. I don't know if that happens every SPAC, but I'll look into it because I've been curious about this as well. And that is it. Let me actually put this email in. It didn't go through for you guys. I wish we could get a purple bear after the red one. I mean, we could do it. I can create it.
We do whatever you want, really.
How do I change my damn icon? I'm a bull. You're not a bull on the membership channel, Todd. You got to stick around a little longer, friend. That's all we got, brother.
That's it. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Hit the like for the hell of it.
Yeah, just for the hell of it. Yeah. Have a great night. See you.
Any housekeeping items?
I don't think so. Just want to check on Chewy real quick.
Video tomorrow. So we have
Chewy's
probably the recovery stocks, and then we have our IPO live stream on Thursday.
And Friday we'll be in the studio, so maybe we'll do a live stream from there. So stay tuned from that.
Yes. I love you, Darren.
See you guys.